Hello, my little friends. It's a bedtime story from Miss Julia. Our book is Sleepy Snoozy Cozy Coozy. On the branches of a tree, an eagle sits so worry-free. He shuts his eyes to get some rest, all comfy in his great big nest. A sticky twiggy, very biggy, round and scratchy, feathery patchy, beaky pokey, piney oaky, place where you won't lay your head, but to an eagle it's a bed. Way down deep, deep in the ground, in tunnels winding all around, softly sleeps a little mole, curled up snugly in his hole. A dirty, yucky, muckalaki, dark and dreary, not too cheery, tight and crampy, neat and lumpy, place where you won't lay your head, but to a mole it is a bed. In tall grasses of a glade, a spider weaves from blade to blade, up and down, and flow and ebb, until he climbs onto his web. A springly, stringly, oh so clingly, frail and flossy, quite crisscrossy, sticky tacky, stay way backy, place where you won't lay your head, but to a spider it's a bed. On a stream where water gushes, scooting backward, a crayfish rushes to a spot it calls its own, way beneath a rocky stone, a wet and drippy, cold and nippy, stony zony, all alone, crushing, cramming, watery slamming, place where you won't lay your head, but to a crayfish it's a bed. Near the banks of a river, through a hole just a sliver, a beaver dives and then he kicks into his lodge of logs and sticks, a limp and loggy, dim and soggy, crusty, cruddy, dried up, muddy, leafy, willowy, not too pillowy, place where you won't lay your head, but to a beaver it's a bed. In a cavern underground, from the ceiling upside down, clinging with his feet so tight, is where a bat will spend the night. A cold and clammy, jammy, dark and spacious, quite curvaceous, drafty, airy, dank and scary, place where you won't lay your head, but to a bed it is a bed. And among the cypress trees, blending in so no one sees, a gator looking like a log snoozes like a swamp bog. A hot and buggy, mossy moggy, sleazy slimy, all the timey, lakey snaky, stay awakey, place where you won't lay your head, but to a gator it's a bed. Near the ocean, near the sea, where waves crash and tumble free, a hermit crab does very well, slipping in a burrowed shell. A spindly spiny, way too tiny, sandy, gritty, itty-bitty, tight and tummy, not too roomy, place where you won't lay your head, but to this crab it is a bed. In the forest, thick with trees, a moose will bend his wobbly knees. Laying down, he starts to snore, sleeping in the forest floor. A dark and freaky, sometimes leaky, dirty, biddly, pinecone niddly, brushy, bushy, not too cushy, place where you won't lay your head, but to a moose it is a bed. In the desert, hot and dry, where the sun glares from the sky, the little kid fox likes to stay in his den, asleep all day. A hidden hollow, slim and smallow, dark as nighty, out of sighty, scruffy, scrubby, little cubby, place where you won't lay your head, but to this fox it is a bed. In the ocean far and wide, swimming, diving through the tide, a world so wet, so dark and deep, that's where a dolphin goes to sleep. A black and bluey, see right throughy, swooshy, swishy, full of fishy, salty, foamy, watery, homey, place where you won't lay your head, but to a dolphin it's a bed. In a room that's in a home, on a mattress soft as foam, a little child curls up to sleep underneath the blankets deep. A silky, puffy, toasty, fluffy, comfy, dreamy, warm, moonbeamy, sleepy, snoozy, cozy, coozy, place where you might lay your head, for you are a child and it's your bed. Good night, my little friends. I wish you sweet dreams.